it's me, Shelly. I'm back, and I'm sorry about last week. And actually, today I'm feeling horrible. My neck is killing me, and I got a migraine, not a full blown migraine, but a migraine. And it's been a rough week. And this morning, I turn on the news and I see the Church of the Latter-day Saints is on fire. And then we hear, there was also a shooting in there. They know it's from a man. Don't know why, but the best caregivers I ever have had are of the Mormon Church. And so I just wanted to say my deepest sympathies to all the churches of the Latter-day Saints and all their people, and to my caregivers and everybody. I'm just so deeply sorry, and I wish and pray to God this violence will stop. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that because it's just so hurtful to see our churches being attacked. That should be our safe place, just like our schools. But that's all I'm going to say about that, because this podcast is about neurological diseases. And this week, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I was told I was into Parkinson's dementia. So far, it's been my mind just goes blank. So if it does that, don't worry. I'll come back. I might not remember what I was talking about, but I will remember something else, if not that. And since I always wanted to keep this podcast real, if those things happen while I'm recording, that's how I want it. And all the people suffering at home, going through memory loss, confusion. I got lost in Walmart. I hadn't been to Walmart in a long time, and my husband took me there, and I had like 3 or 4 things I wanted to get, and I was in my power chair, and then about an hour later he finds me. I'm sitting basically in the same place. I had no idea why. I didn't get any of the things that I wanted, and I have no memory at all of that hour. So sometimes it could be a good thing not to remember certain things. That's good, right? But sometimes not so good. So I think for now on, we won't have anyone walk away from me just because I'm in my power chair. I mean, I could go outside of Walmart and not know where I'm going. And maybe I think I'm in a car and I'm going to go down traveling the streets, like, who knows, right? Like, you got to joke about it, because like the doctor said, there's nothing else he can give me to slow it down, make it better. And these headaches, it's been 3 years now. Literally, I've had them almost every day. They give me all different kinds of pain pills. I do shots, all different things, and it just doesn't seem to help. But I haven't ended up in the hospital this week, so that's good. That's a good thing. That's a plus. And that's what my podcast is all about. Like, we go through these horrific things, but still, we kind of got to laugh about it and laugh about it off. And I always say, do a 20-minute cleansing cry. Grieve for yourself. Grieve for the loss of walking, the loss of memory, whatever it is, and just cry it out. And I pray. Everyone has their own thing, but I found just doing a good 20-minute cleansing cry, and then I just go right back at it, like as positive as I possibly can. And for the first time ever, since I started painting, I think about 3 years ago now, I didn't paint for almost, I think it ended up being like almost 2 weeks. And that has never happened since I started painting. And I think I just got overwhelmed, with being sick and just trying to handle my new body and my new mind, and it's not cooperating with me, and it is very frustrating. I'm not saying it's not, and I'm not saying I'm validating your feelings of frustration, because I do come on here and I laugh about it and I make jokes about it, because I can't grieve all the time. And I would love for you guys not to grieve all the time, to find happiness in your family, your children, your grandchildren, or in God, in painting, in whatever you like to do. And maybe you don't even know what that is yet, because your body is taking away things from you, so you can't go play football or go play baseball and the things that you love. So you gotta learn new things to make you happy. And there's all different kinds of arts and crafts. If you're not in that, like I said, I've been doing quizzes. I've been doing Bible quizzes. Quizzes are great to keep your mind thinking and going, and it can help you with any type of dementia that you have. And so if you could find any kind of quiz on TV, I find mine on YouTube. Now I found pick the song. I went blank. And it could be pick the song, a country song, 60s song, 70s, 80s song. If you like music, that's really fun to do. And also, there's pick 60s, 70s, 80s movies or series like Little House on the Prairie, The Waltons. But these quizzes are just so really good for your mind. If you can find any quiz on YouTube that you enjoy and you play with your family, or you can play by yourself. I do both, and it's your choice. And so, anyway, my doctor mentioned something completely crazy to me. And he said, there's one thing that you could try. And I'm like, what is it? I mean, I'll try anything, and I've always been that way. Research programs, studies, I've been in them, count me in every time. And so on. Like, I'll try just about anything, literally, that will help me. And so, anyway, he mentioned to me they're doing a study in San Francisco. It's in the very early stages, of it, and it's with mushrooms. And yeah, they're he's spelling it to me like I don't know how to pronounce it. Can you pronounce it for me?
Psychophily.
Psychophily, I guess, is inside the mushroom. What um my my son actually knew about the healing parts of this a little bit, and he explained to me, Mom, try it a little bit and do it one time a week, and then it kind of like mellows out your brain, so it's not constantly thinking and running, and it kind of like with Parkinson's, you're losing dopamine out of your brain, and the psychophily that's in the mushroom kind of like, instead of doing an antidepressant, it kind of just mellows the brain out. Now, there's different ways to do it, and you can't get, not to my knowledge, you can't get in on the study yet, but it is for Parkinson's, and it's super early, but it's showing very promising results. So we went online, and you can actually get it in gummy bear form, so you can control how much you take. And now, when you first take it, it 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 could give you a bad reaction, but if you can just deal with that for the first day, then the rest of the week it kind of just mellows your brain out, settles you down. I know me, I'm super hyper, but I know me on Parkinson's, like my brain does not stop, and so it helps with sleep, helps with thinking, and that's what the early studies are showing. I don't know enough about it, if it's good for MS or not. I don't know that. Do your own research. But I'm going to try it, and I'll get back to you next Sunday, and I'll let you know, never again. Or I felt like I was thinking better, I was managing my emotions better throughout the week. And I will let you know. Because I know with Parkinson's, my emotions are literally everywhere at one time. Like, it's, for me, the worst is pain. Constant pain in my head. And kind of frustration about that. And not, I do shots, like I said, I'm doing all this stuff, and I still literally, this month, I've never not had a headache. Today is kind of a worse one, and I've thrown everything at it I could, but you got to think about that too. If you're doing NSAIDs every day, it's depending which ones are doing, they're tearing up your liver. It's hard for your kidneys to filter out. They're tearing up your stomach lining. Now I have an ulcer from taking all these NSAIDs. And then they give you an opiate medicine, which I'm not worried about getting addicted. I mean, I'm in the last stage of MS. But I did find out something new. Now they're talking about a new type of MS that is really bad, and it just takes you down right away. I question that personally. I do. Because for me, in the beginning, when I first got diagnosed with MS, from what I heard of this rare type, I do air quotes because I do. I question everything I hear. Of course, with the MS, because I've had it 38 years, and I don't know anyone else that's had it that long. I don't. But the first 5 years, I was pretty much in bed. I could see. I had all kinds of people taking care of me and my kids. And they gave me a wheelchair. And I really didn't want to use it. I crawled around on the ground. But I just stayed laying on the couch or bed a lot. And I literally just watched my kids play because I really couldn't take care of them at times at all. And I was told at that time that was a really horrific exacerbation of the MS that I had. And luckily I was really young, in my early 20s, that I could bounce back from it. But back then, they gave you lots of steroids. And then I got on the Copaxone, and yes, I say the brand name that I'm on because I feel like that. I feel without making the choice of doing Copaxone and not changing helped me. And I didn't let the doctors tell me what I was going to take because sometimes it's about money, it's about which drug they're pushing, and it's not one size fits all. Because I take Copaxone, I would hope it would work for everyone, but I don't know that. I do not know that. And a lot of doctors I have noticed, they don't even ever bring that one up because it's one of the first of 3 multiple sclerosis meds that came out. And also, a lot of people would not pick that one because it's a shot every day. But for me, I didn't think it's a big deal. I've been doing it, not 38 years, probably 34 years I've been on it. But, it takes literally less than 30 seconds to give yourself that shot, and you feel nothing. I don't feel anything from it. The needle's pretty small. It's not as small as a diabetic needle, but it's small. And it's little to pay for remission, right? And I believe I got very long-term remissions during those years because of the Copaxone. But I think for me, getting severe type, now they have types of valley fever. Now it seems like they're typing just about every disease, and I'm severe type, so I'm sick from that all the time, a lot. And then I have to deal with Parkinson's on top of it all. So it really sucks. So if the mushrooms made me happy, okay. Some people say marijuana helps them. For me, no. But for a lot of people, it helps with appetite. It helps with happiness. It's good for MS, Parkinson's, or probably any other neurological disease. So always ask your doctor. So always ask if it's okay. Never do anything without your doctor's knowledge. And so anyway, I've been meeting new people with MS and Parkinson's, and I love it. So keep your emails and your comments coming. and I'll adjust my podcast to you. And I literally have met 6 different people in the last couple weeks, mostly with MS, some with Parkinson's, which I love because before I started this podcast, I didn't know anyone with Parkinson's. Um, not a soul. And I'm so jealous of my mom and dad because they're 81 and 85, and they pretty much can do whatever they want. I mean, they're the toughest people. And my aunts, they all do so well. Uh, there's one of my aunts, I think I mentioned it, she's had cancer for over 10 years now. And she's just so sweet. I just love her so much. I'm so proud of her. And I know I brought her up before, but I just can't say enough how much I love her and just how proud I am of her, that all she's been through in her cancer battle. No, it sucks. But I just want to keep saying, don't give up. Keep asking your doctors. Try things that maybe are off the wall, but always ask your doctor before you do it. But hey, if marijuana makes you happy, more power to you. If mushrooms make me happy and mellow me out a little bit, I'm going for it. I'm not going to do alcohol or drugs because those are bad. Marijuana and mushrooms are natural. They are natural. But still, any supplements, any natural things, always tell your doctor. Don't listen to me. Listen to your doctor. If you, like I've said before, if you feel like your doctor is not listening to you and he's just going by what's written in the book, not on experience, if you can see a different doctor that understands you better and your goals better, ask for a different doctor. I mean, if you don't like the second one, ask for a third one. Now, I'm very fortunate. I have 12 doctors, and that's not a joke. Next week, maybe I'll tell you what they're all for. But I like every one of them, and they're all great. There's one maybe a little iffy, but he's still pretty good. I mean, I can't complain. I'm very lucky there. And I I just want to know how you get multiple sclerosis. Don't all of you want to know that? I think we need to start writing to the Multiple Sclerosis Society, anyone that listens to us. We want to damn know where we got it. I'm sick and tired of hearing the neurologists fight and argue, and some of them will tell you how you get it, when really, to be honest, they don't know. They do not know. Now, Parkinson's, they say it's pesticides. Well, I know people that's never been around any pesticides, didn't live in states where they sprayed any, they were around them at all, and they have Parkinson's. So, how do you get it? I don't know. I kind of think it's genetic. But, of course, all the lawyers out there that want you to sign up with them to get money because you got Parkinson's from a pesticide, not everybody gets it from pesticides. Sometimes it's just age. Now, for me, it wasn't, because I think I was 57 when I got diagnosed with Parkinson's, so I don't think it was that. I don't think it was age. Michael J. Fox got it at 29, which that's a a novelty that doesn't normally happen. I would love Michael J. Fox to get a hold of me and let me know what he does and how he's lasted this long with Parkinson's. And he's done it so well. I know it's been so hard on him, but I really would like to know. And I can come to you, Michael. I think I said Michael Jackson. Sorry, but Michael J. Fox. And I will come to you, and and you can explain it to me. I would love to hear from you. I know you fought so hard for Parkinson's patients, and I would just love to know what you think because you've had it for so long, and that's like me. I've had MS for a long time, so I could speak more on that, and I know that you can speak more on Parkinson's. But anyway, I think I give a lot of information out in a short bit of time. There's so much information I can give out, and just keep going with that. And I think I'm going to get stung by a bee. There's a bee in here. I'm not allergic, so not a big deal. Actually, people tried that too, getting stung by bees because they said the Polish cures MS. I've had friends do it. I personally haven't seen anyone cured by bee stings. I know there's people on YouTube that swear they were cured by it, but I personally have not seen it for myself. And I just don't feel like getting stung by a bunch of bees. That's just me. I do know you can get Polis from honey. And it's really good to get honey from around where you live because it helps with allergies. Because the bees are pollinating off of plants and flowers that are around you. So if you use the honey that is collected around you, it helps you with allergies. Also, the Polis in it helps your immune system, which I would think would help any diseases. And so, anyway, I want to end with my best friend. I'm so proud of her. Her husband was diagnosed not too long ago with brain cancer, and he's doing really well, and I'm just so proud of her and her caregiving. And also, I want to say congratulations to my cousin that got married this weekend. I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but you're amazing. You're another hero in our family, and I don't want to say your name, but you know who you are, and I love you. And congratulations on your wedding. Love all of you. Have a good week.